No, take it.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Kindly introduce yourself.
Yes, ma'am. I'm Juanita Maris Sevilla. I'm residing at 038 Livingston Street, Barangay Commonwealth, Quezon City, Philippines. And I'm 37 years old, and I'm married, and I have 3 kids.
Okay, what are the ages of your children?
11, 10, and 1, and 4 years old.
Okay. And how many are you in the family? How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have 2 brothers and 3 sisters.
And you are?
And I'm in the 5th in the family.
Okay. Did you finish your high school?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have any experience as a domestic helper abroad before?
Yes.
Where?
In Jeddah.
Jeddah. That is Saudi Arabia, right?
Yes.
Okay. And what's the nationality of your employer?
Arabian, ma'am.
Arabian. They have children.
Yes, ma'am.
What ages?
4 years old.
And
3 years old.
3 years old. Okay. And how about in the Philippines? Do you have any experience as a domestic helper?
Yes, ma'am.
Where?
In Manila.
Manila. And what's the nationality of your employer?
Filipino, ma'am.
Filipino.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you finish your contract?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do they have children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what ages?
4 years old, ma'am, and 5.
In the Philippines?
Yes, ma'am.
4 years old and
5 years old.
okay. So can you tell me how to take care of children?
I'm take care them, ma'am. Assist them for food,
Okay.
for their eating, and their play, and I bring them to school.
Okay. Are you the one preparing their food?
Yes, ma'am.
So you know how to cook.
Yes, ma'am.
So do you know any simple Chinese dishes?
Yes, ma'am.
Like what?
Like chicken curry, steamed rice, noodles.
Okay. And how about the vegetable?
Yes,
Stir
ma'am.
fry vegetable. Do you know how to do it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you worked before in the Middle East, right?
Yes.
And why now you want to work in Hong Kong?
Because, ma'am, of a big salary
Okay. And
for the better future of my children.
okay. And if you're going to work in Hong Kong, are you willing to finish your contract?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you willing to accept day off set by your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Even not on the weekends?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And how about if they will ask you for an extension? Are you willing to extend your contract?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's say for 6 months or another year?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And how about the elderly? Do you know how to take care of an elderly?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me how?
Yes, ma'am. Assist them when they need to go in outside.
Okay, walking, a little bit walking, going to the, maybe to the park.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what else?
Give them water if they want, and
Okay, assisting them with their
assist them.
medicines, maybe.
Medicines, ma'am.
Okay, and some elderly always wants to talk, to tell stories and everything. Are you a good listener?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have patience in taking care of an elderly?
Yes, ma'am.
Also with the children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, especially the children because you are already a mother, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and can you do marketing?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you know how to ride a bicycle?
Yes, ma'am.
And how about the pets? Do you love pets?
Yes, ma'am.
Like what?
Like cats, dogs.
You're not afraid of dog?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and can you give me, do you know any nursery rhyme?
Huh?
Nursery rhyme?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can I hear it?
10 little tadpoles swimming in the pool, diving, rising, turn around the pool. Come, said the mother, eating time again. And the little tadpole said, yes, Yes. Yes.
That's all?
Yes, ma'am. It's all.
Okay, it's too short, huh? Okay, and do you know how to operate the electrical device, machines
Yes, ma'am.
inside the house? Like what?
Like washing machine, oven toaster,
How about microwave oven?
yes, ma'am.
And the vacuum cleaner?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you experience taking care of children already in Saudi and here in the Philippines. So, for example, the newborn babies,
Yes,
if they
ma'am.
are crying, what do you think the reasons why? Can you give me 2 reasons?
Maybe because she's wet, or baby was angry.
Hungry, okay, or maybe the baby is sick, right?
Yes, ma'am.
For you to make sure that the baby is sick, what's the very first thing you have to do?
I have get the temperature of the baby.
Okay, and if you know that the baby is sick, what are you going to do?
I just call my employer, ma'am.
And tell her that
The baby
the
was
baby is sick. And if she will tell you to bring the baby to the hospital, can you do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and if you commit mistake, what are you going to do or to tell?
I just say sorry and I cannot do it again.
Okay, you can promise that you will not do the same mistakes again?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and can you tell me, can you give me a short message for your future employer?
Madam and sir, if you choose me, I'm just promise that I can do my best to satisfy your to do your
To give your satisfaction,
and
then
I give my best to give your expectations about me, and I will take care of your baby
okay.
and the household chores.
Okay, what kind of person are you? What can you tell your future employer?
I am honest, hardworking, and I'm work with pressure, under pressure, and I'm more patient.
Okay, and so if you're going to work in Hong Kong, are you willing to obey the rules and regulations inside the house of your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I think that will be all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.